I'm
All
going
right. Let's get going. This meeting is in accordance with the New Jersey Open Public Meeting Act. Annual notice of this meeting was published in the Union County Local Source and the Newark Star Ledger. Said notice was posted in the municipal building and a copy is on file with the Office of the Borough Clerk. Fires are located in the direction I'm indicating. If you're alerted for a fire, please move in a calm, orderly manner to the nearest smoke-free exit. Proper notice having been given, the Borough Clerk is directed to include the statement in the minutes of the meeting. Please call the roll, Andrew.
Councilman Petrosky.
Here.
Councilman Johnson.
Present.
Councilman Signorello.
Here.
Councilman Urbina.
Here.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Here.
Councilman Patel will be absent this evening. Mayor Signorello.
Here.
You have a quorum, Mayor.
Opening prayer and pledge of allegiance.
Eternal God, grant us thy help in all our duties and perplexities. We ask for thy guidance. Give us thy protection in our dangers and sorrows. Grant us thy peace. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I have some Girl Scouts that are going to grill me tonight. Is that what's going on? You're going to give me a hard time? Oh, man. And sell cookies. All right. Can we do the cookie part first, or? All right, let's go. Come on up. As you guys have questions for me, right? Is that the way it works out, or the council? Okay. Okay. Is it all the same? Yeah. Okay. 2 sets. Okay, got it. Okay. I was told about this. You guys can just maybe share that.
Just, there's a button, just,
If
there,
it's red,
once
it's
the
on.
red light's on, it's on.
Hello. Okay. I am Lily Curry. I live on Chestnut Street in Roselle Park, and I'm currently a high school student from Girl Scout Troop 40998. The safety of pedestrians in the area has come to my attention. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, pedestrian fatalities are a growing problem in school zones, with 20% of all pedestrian deaths occurring in or around schools. Currently, students and pedestrians are forced to navigate a busy road without a designated crossing, putting them at significant risk. Without proper infrastructure like crosswalks, students are exposed to high dangers, especially in high-traffic areas where drivers may not be paying full attention. A crosswalk would not only provide a safer route for pedestrians, but also improve the overall safety of the surrounding area.
Hi, my name is Maddie. I live on East Webster. The reason our troop has come here today is to bring awareness to the level and safety individuals feel when crossing West Webster Ave, or more specifically, crossing to and from the front of the high school. Our goal is to have signage, a crosswalk, or some kind of safety measure implemented, such as speed bumps. We conducted a survey assessing individuals' opinions, and we found that 90% of respondents have expressed they feel unsafe when crossing in front of the high school, and 98% of individuals believe a crosswalk would be beneficial. Along with these statistics, we received many eye-opening testimonies. Here are 3 examples. Number 1, crossing to utilize the softball/baseball fields can be difficult enough on its own, then adding in small children and equipment can make it even more stressful. Number 2, there are always cars and students rushing to make the bus and RPHS bell. Students run to and from the parking lot without looking. I know to go slow and look for students, but other cars coming down that street don't. I've seen plenty of cars hitting brakes and many students getting scared. Number 3, whenever the town has events at the high school, I often park in the softball lot across the street. The events often draw a large crowd and heavy traffic. Having a designated crosswalk would be beneficial to the safety of the community. Thank you.
Love that.
Cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, is it the same project, or? Yeah. Oh, okay, got it. Come on down. I just want to say I'd like to comb over that data of the survey, make sure that it's all sound. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Okay, all right, good. Even I don't send it to me. I'm very much joking around. I'm just saying 90% smelling a little fishy. I'm just I'm only kidding. All right, come on, ladies, let's go.
My name is Tanisi Dudani. I live on Sheridan Avenue. In our crosswalk survey, many respondents wrote that having a crosswalk in front of the high school would be beneficial due to softball, baseball, and other activities the high school offers during the year. Many parents drop off their kids for sports, forcing young children to cross in the middle of the road where their safety is not ensured. Along with the crosswalk, we propose to add a sign indicating the presence of the crosswalk, since it would be a new addition to West Webster Avenue. The options could include a mid-block crosswalk sign, like the one near the library, or a pedestrian crossing sign on the side of the road. If you refer to page 1, you'll see both those options. For events such as the play or school dances, parking is limited, causing people of all ages to cross West Webster late at night when drivers have a harder time seeing pedestrians. Hence, it would be of considerable benefit to add a sign with flashing lights, alerting drivers at night.
Hi, my name is Phoebe Roche, and I live on Bender Avenue. Some of you may be thinking, what if I don't go to Roselle Park High School or participate in high school activities? How does this crosswalk affect me? Why should tax money be spent on this cause if only some people benefit from it? Well, the truth is that everybody is affected, not just pedestrians, but drivers too. Many drivers, yourselves included, have had experiences where kids just jump out into the road without seeing if cars are coming. If a driver is not paying attention, that could lead to fatal accidents. By implementing this crosswalk, drivers and students alike would be aware of each other and everybody would make it home safely.
Ms. Roche, next year when we do our budget, can you please explain to everybody that same thing, like about signs perhaps, right? Or statues? Inside joke for everybody. But no, that was really good. And then we have one more?
Yes. Thank you.
And this is it, the last thing.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Aunt Osme, and I live on East Clay Avenue. If by any chance this request is denied, the crossing of West Webster Avenue will probably continue unsafely. This high school is an area of high foot traffic and activity. The lack of any nearby crosswalk at all is an accident waiting to happen. Left of the high school, the nearest accessible crosswalk, past Larch Street and past Elm Street, is Locust. Right of the high school, past the combined field and the Memorial Park, is Laurel Avenue. The length of the block, without access to any crosswalk, is 1,680 feet. This is a little over a third of a mile, and 1,080 feet longer than the length of an average block, which is about 600 feet. As unnecessary as it might sound, and however many requests have been denied, I ask you to take a walk from 7-Eleven to Laurel Avenue twice a day for the high school experience. It's our duty as the Borough of Roselle Park to protect the safety of the people commuting in our town.
Moreover, this street is not safe now and certainly will not become safer once the apartments are finished and a new population of people and therefore cars is born. We believe it is our job as Roselle Park to be resilient and fix these issues among our growing population. We believe implementing a crosswalk or safety measure on this street is a step in the right direction and making the bet yet to come. Thank you.
First off, I want to say, oh, sorry?
Should we turn this off?
Yeah, please, yeah.
How do you do it?
I want to say that was fantastic, and really kudos for like the hard sell at the end. Like, you know, if you guys don't do this, we're gonna have some problems. Like that is a closer right there. So bravo. Yeah, exactly. One more round of applause.
Very good.
Yeah. I don't want to speak for all of council, but I'll defer to Councilman Rabina, as usually when it's something that affects their ward, we try to get the councilman's or councilperson's buy-in first. But personally, I think it's a great idea. I will say, just before Councilman talks, as I've learned over 6 years, you can't just usually wave a magic wand and put these things up, right? One, from a cost perspective, we just need to budget for it every year. Two, there's a ton of legalities of state regulations of what can go where and how far it can be from the corner. So I think it warrants a small study. I think is probably what we'd have to do, like with the engineers, but I'm 100% in favor of it, and I'd just love to hear Councilman Rabina's view.
No, thank you. Thank you for summing up, and I'd like to thank our Girl Scouts for coming out, and you were very articulate, you had the facts, and very poignant presentation, so thank you so much. As the councilman of that area where the high school is located and the field is, you have my full 100% support in backing on this. So I will advocate on your behalf, and I know Mayor Signorella will as well. Of course, we're going to do a small study first, but anything we can do, and the recommendations coming from our engineer, we'll be sure to do it.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
it's so funny. It's something that I've never thought about just because you get used to it. But like, it is like not the safest intersection, you know.
No sidewalk on the south side, so
Yep.
from the apartments over passing DPW to the continuation of Webster Gardens.
Yep.
That's something we need to look at as well, so.
No, it's a really smart idea. So cool.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Lee.
Yeah, should we do you want to do a picture real quick? You know, we don't need one. If you don't want one with me, it's okay. I won't be offended.
you catch the resilient?
Jay, what you doing?
I did. Oh, I got it. You know?
Oh, yes, that's mine.
But that's Rosanna's. I can't take credit for
Yeah, yeah, very good.
Mayor Small's gonna get the bag. Great job, guys. Thank you so much. All right, Ken, you gotta find the money for it. Yep. Checking the couch. See what we got. If you guys want to stick around, you're more than welcome to. The meeting's probably gonna get kind of boring from here, but.
I'm sure that they have marching percussion band.
Okay, got it. Cool. Yeah, very welcome. Okay, so there are no minutes for approval this evening. May I have a motion that bills and payrolls be not read and passed for payment?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to open the public portion on agenda items only?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody like to come up and speak on agenda items only? I'm seeing no one. May I have a motion to close the public portion?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Reports of departments. So I think we just have, there was a request to have our DPW superintendent come do a report. You want to come on up? St. Kenworth, we're not going to be easy on you, bud. You walked into the Thunderdome. You saw how I treated the Girl Scouts.
What a great presentation.
Go ahead.
So, since the last council meeting, if you count every employee, we've had a total PTO usage, including missed hours, of 457 hours since the last council meeting on October 17th. Now, in those hours, we've had 2 employees out on disability. So if you minus that, it was only 121 hours of time used. And we've also had Mezzacola come out for a sewer main break over on Maplewood and West Lincoln. We ended up replacing 15 feet of clay pipe, and it was on Veterans Day, and it took I was there for 14 hours. That was when they finally sealed it up and started backfilling. The rest of the work we've been doing is bulk pickup, a la carte bulk pickup, and miscellaneous complaints from residents. Other than that, it's the majority of the work we've done since our last council meeting.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's just if any council people have any questions.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, with 2 employees out, what plans do you have maybe for preparation for the winter? If you can elaborate a little bit on that, maybe?
Yes. So Andrew and I have met, and we interviewed over 8 people. We selected 2 for hiring to help with the winter storms, and we have a prospective start date of December 9th. So pending background checks and physicals and drug screenings.
All right. Is there anything else?
Cool. Any further questions?
From you guys?
I'm
No other
good.
questions.
Thank you very much, Greg.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Greg.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Do you want him to stay?
Does council want Greg to stay?
No.
Okay. Peace.
I think Andrew can handle the rest
Thanks,
from
Greg.
here.
You're welcome.
Okay. Ken or Andrew, do you guys want to do it? Okay, cool. All right, may I have a motion to accept the reports of the departments as submitted?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, may I have a motion to take ordinance number 2789 from the table for further consideration?
So move.
Second?
There is no debate on this, all in favor? Oh, no, wait, there's no debate in this motion.
There's no debate on the
Yeah,
first motion.
so then just call the roll?
Yeah, this is a vote to remove from the table. So again,
Okay.
if you vote yes, you're going to further consider the ordinance. If you vote no, then it stays tabled.
Do you guys want to take it off the table?
Well,
Okay.
okay.
Call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons. Councilman Patel is absent. 5 in the affirmative. The ordinance resumes consideration. As a reminder, you're acting under a motion to approve from, I forget the meeting, I believe it was September. There was a motion to adopt, so you're still,
So I don't.
you don't need another motion,
Okay, got
right?
it. So
The
now-
pending motion is, the motion on the floor is to adopt.
Now we could debate or discuss.
Correct, yep.
Okay. Councilman Rabine, I think you have an update on it?
Yes, I do. I did speak with the association involved and the resident that had been affected, and they've come to a mutual resolution on this. New signage has been installed at the complex, and the resident, the tenant, will have a parking space to be able to use. It won't be a designated space, but we'll have a selection of the 8 or so that are available, ADA accessible.
So net, this is no longer required?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
So Jay, everyone is satisfied with that, and was a new signage put up or anything like that?
Yes, it was. As a matter of fact, I received confirmation from the association 2 days ago. That signage has been installed with
Thank you.
pictures and proof.
Thank you
And
for your
they-
advocacy.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Great,
You're welcome.
great news.
Okay, call the roll?
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
5 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is adopted.
Okay, please read ordinance number 2795 by title.
Yes, Mayor, ordinance 2795 is an ordinance for second reading and public hearing, an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Article 4, Section 33 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park entitled Board of Health.
May I have a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance number 2795?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Would anybody like to come up and speak on this ordinance? I am seeing no one. May I have a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance number 2795?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 2795?
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Okey dokey. Call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
5 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is adopted.
Please read ordinance number 2796 by title.
Yes, Mayor. Ordinance 2796 is an ordinance for introduction, an ordinance fixing the salary ranges of clerical group employees of the Borough of Roselle Park and the County of Union State of New Jersey for the years 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, and 2029.
Okay, may I have a motion to approve ordinance number 2796 for introduction and fix the date for second reading and public hearing as December 5th, 2024?
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
5 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is introduced.
2797.
Yes, Mayor. Ordinance 2797 is an ordinance for introduction, an ordinance amending Chapter 7, Section 39, Subsection 2 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park entitled Handicap Parking on Streets for Private Residences.
May I have a motion to approve ordinance number 2797 for introduction and fix the date for reading and public hearing as December 5th, 2024?
So move.
Second.
All in favor? Oh, is there any discussion? What?
And then you need a roll
My
call.
bad. Is there any discussion? No, okay. Call the
Councilman
roll.
Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
5 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is introduced.
I didn't think that one would be controversial, so. Mr. Clerk, please read ordinance number 2798 by title.
Yes, Mayor. Ordinance 2798 is an ordinance for introduction, an ordinance fixing the salary ranges of clerical group employees of the Borough of Roselle Park and the County of Union State of New Jersey for the years 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, and 2029.
May I have a motion to approve ordinance number 20?
Yeah,
That's crossing guard.
yeah. So that the title is it's a copy and paste error.
Okay.
Clerical.
The underlying ordinance is correct, but the title will be clerically corrected to be crossing guards.
Okay.
Okay.
You already voted. The first ordinance was clerical.
Okay, got it. So we're good. This is a minor typo. Yeah.
I'll administratively correct. The title block, the title of the ordinance is correct. It's just my error.
It's an agenda error.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Where were we? Do I have a motion on this?
You have to ask for.
Yeah, may I have a motion to approve ordinance number 2798 for introduction and fix the date for reading and public hearing is December 5th, 2024.
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
5 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is introduced.
Please read ordinance number 2799 by title.
Yes, Mayor. Ordinance 2799 is an ordinance for introduction, an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Article 4 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park entitled Administration, Boards, Committees, and Commissions, establishing a new Section 36 entitled Shade Tree Committee.
Okay, may I have a motion to approve ordinance number 2799 for introduction and fix the date for second reading and public hearing as December 5th, 2024?
So move.
Second?
Is there any discussion?
Just like to say thank you. This was in effect years ago, and I think this should help us all out. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I mean, I've noticed it since after, is something I've been wanting to do. Since after COVID, everybody's been wanting tree service, and I mean, look, happy to trim trees, but I think we need to make sure that, look, there's a lot of good non-hippy-dippy reasons to save trees. We get all these 100-year storms where we need the, roots to soak them up, and I think we just need a committee to look at this, be objective of the shape of the tree, and sort of, also it helps our DVW keep up with it, so to prioritize what's most important. So, any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Urbina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
By votes in the affirmative, Mayor, the ordinance is introduced.
Okay, all matters listed with an asterisk are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the governing body so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda as part of the general orders. Please read all the resolutions by title.
Yes, Mayor. Resolution 27024 is approving a collective bargaining agreement between the Borough of Roselle Park and the Roselle Park Clerical Group for a period January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2029. Resolution 27124 is setting the salaries of clerical group employees of the Borough of Roselle Park for years 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, and 2029. Resolution 27224 is authorizing the Roselle Park Police Department to cover parking meters for the 2024 holiday season. Resolution 27324 is introducing amendments to the bylaws of mayor and council. Resolution 27424 is authorizing a shared services agreement with the Borough of Kenilworth for the position of Superintendent of Public Works for calendar year 2025. Resolution 27524 is appointing Zahir Base to the position of Class 1 laborer. Resolution 27624 is memorializing the passing of Electrical Inspector Robert Della Rosa Sr. Resolution 27724 is accepting the resignation of Todd Literati from the position of Fire Prevention Inspector. Resolution 27824 is appointing Michael Martinez as a member of the Roselle Park Fire Department. Resolution 27924 is approving a collective bargaining agreement between the Borough of Roselle Park and the School Crossing Guards Association of the Borough of Roselle Park for the period January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2029. Resolution 28024 is memorializing the automatic contract renewal with Action Data Services for third-party payroll services for calendar year 2025. Resolution 28124 is authorizing invoices charged pursuant to the professional services contract authorized by resolutions number 29423 and 29523 to be processed and paid prior to the establishment of a developer's escrow. Resolution 28224 is expressing support for S2511A/A4051, the Humane Pet Store Bill. Resolution 28324 is accepting the resignation of Leland Griffin from the position of adult counselor without a teaching certificate. Resolution 28424 is establishing rates for vouchered roles within the Recreation Department. And Resolution 28524 is appointing Kazim Smith to the position of Class 1 laborer.
Cool. Do any members wish to have any items removed from consent? I'll start off 273, I'm pulling, and 275. Anybody else?
Yes, Mayor, 274 and 275.
Okay. May I have a motion to approve the resolutions remaining on the consent agenda?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. May I have a motion to adopt Resolution 273-24?
So move.
Second?
Is there any discussion? Greg, I actually thought this was already our policy, so I agree with the change. I just have one small suggestion. If we're going to do it, I would suggest just to keep Andrew's sanity, we do it, lock it down Thursday instead of Friday, right? Because if it's Friday end of day, like, I don't think you're going to do this, but like some councilman says, like, I want something on the agenda 4 p.m. on Friday, like, it's a little unfair.
No, I get it.
And then it's a clean week to week.
I'm all right with alternate. The purpose of this is to give the governing body a little bit more heads up on some agenda items that we don't know. Like I put some on, Jay put some on, and we don't always know each other's agenda. I would like to look at it a little bit earlier.
I got to be honest with you, I thought this was already the policy, and I thought there's been stuff happening, so as an emergency basis, we've been doing it Monday. Fully agree with
But I'm
this
fine
period.
with that change. If
Yeah.
we
I
need
would-
someone to make a motion for that.
If I could just, I would be very appreciative. It gives the clerk's office a full day if something does come in right on the wire to get us.
Andrew, I'm
And I like personally, for whatever it's worth, I like the idea of the agenda going out on the Friday before. It gives a little bit more time. It gives you guys the weekend for you to look at it as well as the public. So I like it. So my recommended change, if the governing body's amenable, is to change the deadline for the close of business on the Thursday prior.
Okay.
So basically, for the way our meeting cadence is, it's the week before the meeting.
I'll make that motion.
So a motion to amend to reflect
second
the deadline.
Thursday.
Thank you, Jay.
Okey-doke.
So this is a motion on the amendment.
Call the roll on the motion, I guess.
Yes. So on the amendment, Councilman Petrosky,
Yes.
Councilman Johnson,
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yep.
Councilman Robina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
5 votes in the affirmative, the amendment is agreed to. I just need a motion to adopt as amended.
May I have a motion to adopt as amended?
So move.
Second?
Is there any discussion?
No, I think we just did that. That's good.
Cool. Call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Robina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
That's 5 votes in the affirmative. The resolution is adopted. And I just want to note for the governing body, there will be another resolution on the next meeting. Amendments to bylaws pursuant to the bylaws have 2 readings. So this will not immediately go into effect. I will administratively try to put that into effect because I get the sense of the governing body. But it won't be formally a policy until it's adopted at the December 5th meeting.
Cool. Okay, may I have a motion to adopt Resolution 274-24?
So move.
Second?
Is there any discussion? Just real quick, is this something we need to move to closed session, or it's fine to debate here, or have any discussion here if necessary?
You could I'm sorry, Councilman.
No,
I actually, so you can discuss it as a matter of contract negotiations in closed session.
Okay.
It's an
But-
option
but we
available
don't-
to
But
you.
we don't need to.
You don't need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, is there any discussion?
Yes, I was hoping that we could either table this or go to a closed session, because if it was just like one change, then I figured like we could just open it up for discussion right now, but I actually see a few concerns that I would like to get some clarity and address, and I think it's going to be too lengthy to possibly, so if we could either table it or move it to a closed session?
Yeah, I'm happy to, we have to do a closed session tonight anyway.
Okay.
Right? So we can do it as the second part of that closed session tonight. I would like to, just because the clock's ticking on it, I would like to, assuming, look, right or wrong, I would like to vote on it
Closed
tonight.
session,
Yeah, after the closed session if possible.
Okay.
But do I need a motion to table it till after closed session?
Yeah, just make a motion to postpone until after closed session.
Okay, do I have a motion to postpone until after closed session?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. May I have a motion to adopt 275-24?
So move.
Second?
Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I just need to abstain.
Yep, that's why I pulled it, figured to do it for you. Okay,
Need the roll.
yeah, roll call?
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson is
Abstain.
abstaining. Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Robina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
4 votes in the affirmative, 1 abstention. The resolution is adopted.
Okay, so actually, I know we're doing reports of borough appointments and committees, but I kind of want to, can I pull up closed session to this? Because I don't want Frank to have to stick around for our boring committee reports. All right, so can I have I got to kick everybody out for closed session for a bit, personnel matters, just a heads up.
Over the resolution.
Yeah, please.
Whereas the mayor and council of the Borough of Roselle Park wish to discuss matters which are described in the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12, and whereas the general nature of the subjects to be discussed in closed session are a personnel matter involving the DPW in which the employee has been raced, and contract negotiations with the Borough of Kenilworth, and whereas the time when and the circumstances under which the items discussed in closed session will be disclosed to the public at a future time, now therefore be it resolved, the mayor and council of the Borough of Roselle Park, County of Union, State of New Jersey, do now adjourn the open portion of the meeting and open a closed portion of the meeting to discuss the aforementioned item. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Need a motion to reconvene.
Do you have a motion to reconvene?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Mayor, in closed session, the governing body discussed two matters, one involving the contract negotiations with the Borough of Kenilworth, and one personnel matter with the Department of Public Works, where the employee was riced. There is no resolution to the latter matter. The first matter involving the Borough of Kenilworth, the governing body wants to take action on Resolution 27424.
Okey-dokey. So may I have a motion to approve?
We're
May I
done.
have a motion to approve Resolution 7424?
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion? So just to recap, the amendments we're looking to put in is the quarterly meetings.
So there's a desired amendment for the public. It's on page 35 of the agenda, page 3 of 10 of the proposed agreement. Under paragraph 1, there would be a change from the reporting of the superintendent to mayor and council would be quarterly, both in person and in writing, as opposed to once per month in writing. So they just need a motion on the amendment.
Do you have a motion to amend?
That's Councilman Johnson,
Second.
Councilman Signorello,
Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky,
Yes.
Councilman Johnson,
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yep.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
5 in the affirmative, Mayor. The amendment is agreed to. Need a motion to adopt the resolution as amended.
A motion to adopt.
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky,
Yes.
Councilman Johnson,
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
5 in the affirmative, Mayor. The resolution is adopted as amended.
All right, we will now do where were we? Reports of Borough Council Committees. Start with Councilman Johnson.
Oh, thank you, Mayor. Threw me off. Okay. Good evening, Mayor, Council, and residents. On November 11th, I attended the annual Veterans Day service at Roselle Park Veteran Memorial Library. What can I say? Respect and honor goes out to all my military veteran brothers and sisters who put their lives on the line daily so we can enjoy the freedoms that we have today. You are the true heroes, and the public recognizes your sacrifice. No one can ever take that away from us. God bless America and Roselle Park. And well done, Ruben, excuse me. Also, on November 13th, I had the opportunity, along with my colleague, Jay Rabina and Mayor Signorello, to attend one of many of the Route 28 meetings. I just wanted to advise the public, after we come out of committee, we will definitely bring forth all of these options to the whole governing body for deliberation. Moving along, I made a proposal for next year and had great discussions via email and phone call to have a multicultural day celebration. Since our community is one of the most diverse in Union County, to me it just makes sense. So I'm looking forward to that. I had also the opportunity to attend the municipalities convention for 2024 during the 19th and the 20th of November. I'm always looking forward to expanding my knowledge for the betterment of our community. I attended several meaningful seminars, such as training for elected officials that explores emergency management or subjects that address state of public health, all very so enlightening and beneficial for our community. Just wanted to say, going forward, we have these discussions almost every meeting. Work has commenced on Avon and Berwyn, which will already has commenced. Thank you, and I just ask residents to please be patient and wait until the final product before we just see things done midway. Let's wait for the end results, and I'm open to any concerns that may be. Lastly, I attended November 13th County Commissioner meeting advocating for to the county to consider next year possibly providing also the grant initiative that I also mentioned here for mayor and council. This program would help troubled veteran organizations help them to get the funds that they deserve. I don't mean to take my colleagues' saying, but he put it together so well, Joe P. Let's help the veteran group that are in need, because when we needed them, they helped us. So I'm looking forward to that. I probably botched it up, but close enough. And lastly, I just wanted to thank you too, Joe P., for the Legions. I know we didn't get a chance to honor those gentlemen, but I also, next meeting, but I can't say it enough. I wanted to thank you because I've been a part of Post 60 for about a decade, a little over a decade, and that's been a mission that's been so difficult for us to obtain or to get accomplished, and I would just say thank you to you because with your resources, you and the commander helped manifest that, which was a long time coming. So we appreciate that. And lastly, my last statement is actually a question for Andrew. Do we plan on hiring a few more? I would like to see a few more DPW workers. I appreciate the immediate efforts to mitigate our situation with employment, but I would like to see a couple more if possible. I don't know, you guys.
I think that becomes part of the budgeting cycle, Councilman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that, but I just wanted you guys to,
Yeah, I mean, look, we budgeted for so many roles. I think the goal is to backfill that complement that we had planned, but I would leave any new hires to budgeting season. I mean, we have requests also for new police officers too, which I think should be considered in the new year, and I think we just need to do this not as one, can't just look at the one department, you need to look holistically at the budget, would be my request.
but we are planning in a long show.
I don't know, we'll see how the budget goes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. If you needed to get in contact with me, please email me at gjohnson@rosellepark.net, or you could call me at 908-303-1519, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Petrosky?
Okay, thank you, Mayor. First of all, I want to send my condolences out to Bob Heath's family. A great guy. I was involved in Little League with him for many years, and he was a lineman for the Public Service and Energy and Gas. And if there's any work that needed to be done down at the Little League field, especially with electrical work, Bob was always ready to hand things. And I know when they finally put the outdoor batting cage up, Bob ran all the wires and everything. So again, may he rest in peace. Our electrical inspector, Bob Del Rosa, another great guy. I had the privilege of coaching his son in soccer, and Bob was a big supporter of all the sports and everything, and always there to give you a hand. And also Joseph Riccatelli. Okay. On the 11th, I did attended the Veterans Day ceremony, and then on the 14th, I had a meeting at Acker Park to go over the new playground. Then I had a joint sewer meeting. They're getting ready for the 2025 budget. And recreation, we're starting to get ready for the winter season. I know the Recreation Committee wants to do a couple events at for the recreation. So we discussed that. Always keep the veterans in your mind. Like I said, I thank you for your service, Councilman Johnson. The Post 60 definitely needs as much help as they can get. But just to update everyone, we finally got the steps done. And like Councilman Johnson said, we've been waiting 10 years to get it done. I was able to get the Bricklayers Union to come in, and they replaced the bricks in the limestone free of charge, okay? I also got Hunter Twin Borough Supply over in Roselle and on First and Locust. They donated all the brick and limestone and everything we needed. And then also the painters came in and painted the lower level. Again, it got a little cold, so they said they'll come back next year and do the back of the building. But anything we need down there, they said they'll do it. And also, I want to thank Stipperstein for donating the paint. Again, no charge to the Legion, which was a big thing. So I'd like to bring them in, hopefully next week, next meeting, which is the 5th, I believe, of December.
Yep.
And again, a big thank you to Adolfo De Cosmo. He has a lot of contacts. I was able to utilize him. As a member of the SAL, I've been hearing a lot about these steps, and I finally said, look, why do we keep talking about it? Let's get it done. And I was able to talk to Adolfo, and he was able to make some contacts. So the steps are definitely done already. It looks great. Like I said, they painted the lower level, and hopefully they will come back in the spring. But I know they're talking about replacing the floor down by the bar. So hopefully all that get done. Again, keep your prayers for Paul DeVito and everything. My prayers are with him every day. So if you need to contact me, Jay Petrosky at rosellepark.net, 908-666-7821. That's my report, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Lyons?
Good evening, Mayor and council and residents. I just want to remind everybody if, for the victims of the Sunrise Village apartment complex, we still are taking any donations. If there's anything that you'd like to drop off at the Cassano Center, even gift cards, monetary donations, anything that's coming up in the holidays, if you're able to do anything, they are still accepting donations. I also attended the Veterans Memorial Service, and just like Councilman Johnson said, they are true heroes. Commander Verdun, every time he speaks, he's just a walking heart, and I always appreciate him and his testimony and just how he is with everyone. So I really appreciate him in our town. He's really a treasure here, and post 60 and everybody that comes there, it's just it's a moment to really go and honor them. Anytime that you can, please do. I also brought biscotti, and and I love seeing everybody eat, so that was awesome. Let's see, so this past week I was also at the NJLM. I just wanted to say in regards to that, I met a lot of awesome people, and a couple things. I actually went to a session, it was called Lessons of Leadership and Laughter, and it was Senator Bramnick and also an elected official in Flemington, Joey Novick, and they said a few things that just struck me. Senator Bramnick said, people want to be seen, so it's really about that, and being in leadership, it's really not about us, it's really about the people in the town, and that just is my heart. And also Joey Novak, who is an elected official there in Flemington, he pretty much said, just remember to laugh at yourself sometimes. You know, we get so serious about things, but to be able to break that seriousness with some laughter. And then a woman that I spoke to, she was Miss New Jersey 2006, and she was trying to recruit women 60 and over, and she was amazing, married 62 years, and I got to chat with her. She called me actually today, and we're going to try to make something happen and connect in New Jersey and with women. So I would love for her to even maybe come here in Roselle Park and speak when I have the Women's Night in March. But I just wanted to touch on that and say, like, it was just such a blessing in many ways, and getting to spend time with each other here also. For things coming up, I can't believe it's December already. So December 7th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., annual Christmas tree lighting on December 7th. And the winter market is happening on December 7th and December 8th. So it's 2 days. Please come out. Please support. There's lots of fun activities, and that's right on Chestnut Street. So please mark your calendars. And that's pretty much my report. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And if you need me, rlions@rosellepark.net and 908-726-8773.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Urbina?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Roselle Park. I had the honor of attending the Veterans Day ceremony, like many of my colleagues here, on November 11th at the library and Post 60. A heartfelt thank you to all of our veterans, both local and from beyond our community, for their service. We appreciate your sacrifices more than words can express. On November 13th, I participated in a Rails to Trails Conservancy webinar focused on building productive partnerships with railroads. The discussion highlighted how to foster successful projects through collaboration. Later that day, I joined our professional staff and fellow governing body members for a meeting regarding Route 28, like Councilman Johnson mentioned earlier, which included representatives from NJDOT and engineering consultants. The focus of the meeting was to discuss improvements to traffic operations and safety along the Route 28 corridor, particularly concerning pedestrian crossings. And to elaborate on what Councilman Johnson discussed and why this is so important, key takeaways from that meeting include the pedestrian crash rate here on 28 is double the 2021 average, 1.87% actual versus 0.90 average. Right-angle crashes occurred at nearly twice the 2021 average at 20.57% versus 11.54%. Parked vehicle crashes are almost 7 times the 2021 average, 11.22 versus 1.65. 3 pedestrian fatalities between 2017 to 2021 occurred at unsignalized intersections. Our goals for this project are to enhance pedestrian safety, minimize conflict points by reducing the number of median openings, providing safe refuge for left-turning vehicles at select unsignalized median openings, and ensuring that this project is ADA compliant. I look forward to continuing discussions with my colleagues, professionals, and residents on this road safety project. In other news, after nearly 3 years of discussions and follow-ups, I'm happy to report that the plaque commemorating the Marconi Wireless Building, originally affixed by the Bicentennial Committee in 1976, has been faithfully recreated by the building's developer. A big thank you to B.A. Casais for the follow-up and follow-through. Can't wait to see it either displayed in the museum or placed on the new building in its original location. And as many of my colleagues mentioned, a few hours ago, many of us returned from the New Jersey League of Municipalities Conference in Atlantic City. This is one of the largest municipal conferences in the country, offering a wealth of educational sessions, networking opportunities, and resources for municipal leaders. While there, I attended a roundtable with the DOT Commissioner and his team. And based on our discussions with him, it's clear that Roselle Park's advocacy efforts are being heard loud and clear. We're taking meaningful action and are on the right path to ensuring that road, bike, and pedestrian safety are prioritized in every project. This shared commitment to safety is something we must all continue to uphold as we work together to design safer local streets and state highways for our community. I'm grateful to the mayor and my council colleagues for their continued collaboration and support, as well as for opportunities like this conference to build valuable connections and learn about state and federal funding opportunities that benefit our residents. I'd also like to extend my thanks to Wakefern for making a $100 donation to our food pantry under the Roselle Park School District in support of Jerome Street fire victims this holiday season. And finally, I want to wish all of Roselle Park a very happy Thanksgiving. May your holiday be filled with good conversation, happiness, and the spirit of collaboration as we look toward the year ahead. And I appreciate the Thanksgiving card that I received today from Boy Scout Troop 56. Thank you so much. And as always, feel free to reach out to me, jrabina@rosellepark.net, 862-236-0019. Mayor and Roselle Park, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Signorello?
I'll make mine short. I attended the League Convention, also attended 3.5 classes yesterday, 2 on Tuesday, and I did learn a lot about the new Oprah request and the rules and laws that are coming down the road, and so it was very educational for me. I did attend the Acker Park little powwow we had trying to put that project back on the track. Myself and Joe Petrowski and the BA were there, and hopefully to keep the ball rolling on that. I also attended the Veterans Day. My dad was a veteran, and it's something I faithfully try to attend since I can remember. I just keep reminding my head 11-11-11, and try to work, respect these gentlemen and ladies that fought for our country over the years. Looking forward to the Christmas tree lighting on the 7th, and that's all I have. You need to get a hold of me, jsignorella@rosellepark.net. Good evening.
Thank you, Councilman. I have no report. Need anything from me, mayorsig@rosellepark.net. May I have a motion to open the public portion on any subject matter?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
If you'd like to come up and speak, you may do so now.
I was just wondering why last week there were 5 trees removed on Avon Street. Does it have to do with the work that's going to be going on the streets? Because my neighbor across the street, one of the trees in front of their house was removed. And they said it was a healthy tree. And they had come over to ask me if I knew. And they said that they weren't even notified about it. The only thing we were notified about was the no parking sign, so that they didn't park there.
I'm pissed about that. Full disclosure, I really, I believe the engineers do it because when we repave it, the roots uproot the asphalt, but I drove by it and I saw it happening and I was disgusted. I've been trying to be more active about this, right? Like, so Locust Street was one that I caught where we saved a lot more trees. I don't know what we need to do to stop this. I have it, and I was mayor for 1 year when it happened, but when they did Sherman, they chopped them all down, for the sake of the asphalt. Like, I'm very frustrated. We will plant new trees. It does not mean it's going to replace the canopy. So, like, trust me, I introduced the tree ordinance for a reason tonight. I don't know if you caught that. That should not happen again. And I don't know. I need the engineers to catch this. I'm not shouting at you, but like the engineers know about this. Like, if we need to codify it, like I'm really sick of it because I think at this point where we're at, if the street lifts up a little bit because a healthy tree is going to do it, like we need to save that tree. It's nonsense. I'm very, very angry about it. Sorry.
Can I just say, it changes the whole look of the neighborhood.
100%.
So now on the opposite side of my street, there's only one tree and it's all the way down. And it just totally, and my neighbors actually that came over and asked me if I knew why they took the tree down, said that the reason they bought that house on that block on Avon Street is because of all the trees and how nice it was.
Tina, I got a tree removed from my house, and again, like, first year mayor, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I knew a little bit what I was doing, but the heat that my house gets now, and my second floor, my attic gets like scorching because of it. It's I'm really, really angry about that too, and I don't know the answer right now. I mean, people will be held accountable for it because I've set the tone with engineers on other projects that this is not acceptable. So, yes, thank you for bringing that to us. Thank you for reminding me of that. I saw it as it was happening, and I'm like, they were coming down already, and I hoped that they were just dead trees, but I'm sure there were some healthy trees that were cut down, and it makes me sick. That makes me sick. So, Thank you, Tina.
You'll follow up?
We will follow up, but I can say for whatever it's worth, we will plant new trees as a part of the project.
Yes. Mayor, if I may, I just wanted to.
It just takes a while for those little trees to get big.
100%, like anything, yeah.
If you don't mind, afterwards, I was trying to figure out who was that, what tree or what house specifically.
I emailed you the address of the person that came over to me.
Okay.
The first email asking you why the trees were removed.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll look at that, and I'll go talk to them as well. That's what I was trying to find out. Thank you.
Mayor, if I could just, if I could.
Yeah.
So I will say, Ms. Schwartz, so Councilman Johnson did reach out to me with your concerns. I did not get back to you on his or the borough's behalf, so I apologize to you. The trees that came down were, to the mayor's point, because they would have otherwise obstructed the project. The healthy trees that came down are because they would have otherwise obstructed the curb. There's a very extensive amount, I could go on and on about this, but it's a very small right-of-way. We all know Avon Street is probably one of the smallest streets in town in terms of width. It's very tight over there. All the more reason why trees make it look more pleasant. It kind of softens up what would otherwise look like candidly a more urbanized streetscape, right? Right, and I completely hear and understand. The healthy trees that came down were because of those obstructions. There were unhealthy trees that also came down. Obviously, those are less egregious. I completely understand. In terms of the notification, I was informed that the contractor notified and left hang tags on the residents' doors that were impacted. I got a copy of the notice. If those didn't get out to the residents, I don't know how that happened. I apologize for it. I will follow up with them and find out how that could have happened, because having gotten a copy of the notice, why would you just send me the notice and not send the residents the notice? Like, it's just a waste of time. But I will follow up. But again, just for the record, the trees only came down because of those obstructions, and we continue to explore ways to mitigate that, knowing that the trees are as valuable, if not more valuable, than the infrastructure improvement.
Name and address? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Good. Oh, all right. Thank you very much. He's a handsome man. You like the beard? Yeah. All right, nice. Thank you. Name and address.
Is the red light on?
It's all good. Name. Just you got to put.
No, there's a button in the front.
Gray button. I think you hit it.
There it is. That it?
Yeah.
Frank Trezor, 479 Raglan Drive, or as I'm calling it, the Forgotten Street. I left you a message.
On my cell phone?
Yes, on your phone, and it said, I will get back to you. I have a beard because I've been waiting for you to get back to me.
Do you want to talk about it tonight, or you want me to get back to you later?
Huh? No, you're going to get back to me right now.
All right, what do you need?
All right. Raglan Drive, and I do call it the Forgotten Street.
Yep.
A couple of issues. When the utility work was done, they did a beautiful job paving one side of the street. The other side has not been touched. It's all cracked, all worn. You got patches. Now, we were told about 3 years ago, don't worry, it's going to be done. Not done.
Yep.
All right? Now, they were doing a lot of work around the corner on Grant in that area. They were just right around the corner. That's when I called you.
Yep.
Bring them over here.
I got a budget for it. It's harder than that, but I got you.
All right? I wasn't being sarcastic.
No, I know you're not being sarcastic.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, right now, it's really not a big job, but after, we don't know what kind of winter we're going to have.
Yeah. I would say, so two things. We have a budget next year. Ragland, I will put on it.
I have an answer to that.
Okay, go.
Won't cost you anything.
Well, how do I get it for free?
Meridian, let them do a residential reach out. Pop a little money in the borough.
Yeah, so
they own 3/4 of the town anyway.
That three quarters is a little.
Pretty soon, it's going to be Meridian Park, New Jersey.
So they got.
Let them come and put a condo on one of the potholes.
If you want a condo there, I mean, they'll be up for that.
I'm serious.
Sure.
Get them to kick in.
So they did give the borough, I don't know, $500K. What was the second one as a part of the redevelopment deal?
I don't remember all
that. Let them pay for the crosswalk at the high school too.
I understand. They also pay a lot in taxes, and those taxes.
Oh, they pay a lot in taxes.
I'm not litigating pilots tonight, Frank. But that's not going to happen because it's not legal, right?
What's not legal?
When you do a redevelopment agreement, if you want consent.
Oh, I know. You can't kill the deal. I got that. But they could do a little community outreach and say, everyone's mad at me because I'm taking over the town. Here's a new street.
Wait, me or Meridia's taking over the town?
No, you're on your way out. You know that. We all know you're not coming back. You're taking over the town. Put in a crosswalk.
Where am I going?
Fix the street. Wave to people.
Yeah, got it. I'll ask.
No, I'm serious.
I'll ask Meridia tomorrow.
I'll ask them if you won't.
I got it.
Also, the second issue is you always catch heat for this. It's not your fault.
Oh, okay, nice. Thank you.
No, I'm serious.
I appreciate it.
What Mayor Hokinson had our tree, and I'm just bringing him up because of the time frame.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I called him, told him about the dangerous situations with the trees. Came out, rang my bell. We looked at the trees. Within a week, 3 or 4 were taken down. All the other trees were trimmed back. Mm-hmm. Now here's the problem: trees grow, and everything that was trimmed back is coming back.
Yeah.
All right now, it won't be too big of a job because it's new growth.
Yep.
You keep letting it linger and linger, you're gonna have hardwood growth. One of the branches, I have to give him credit, he really, I gotta give him real credit, I wish he was here, I thanked him anyway.
Yep, Rich is great.
He, one of the limbs was entangled with the electric service line.
Yep.
And you would hear,
Yep.
we called utility companies, we called everybody. He came out, the trimmer didn't want to touch it. He told them, take care of it. Can't you hear it sizzling? Get it done. And they did a beautiful job.
Yep.
But they're starting to grow back.
You're out of time, but I hear you, Frank, and I think, look, I'll see if I can get them tactically over, but the one thing you're hitting on, which I think we need to fix next year is, right now, tree service is like, it's whoever's screaming the loudest and whoever's like.
No, I understand that. I'm just making you aware of it.
No, I know. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, your time's up, but I'll talk to the superintendent, see if we can get it tactically over there, but we need a plan for holistic management next year.
It'll be fairly easy now.
Yep, okay, cool.
You got me again with the clock, didn't you?
You already cut off.
He's got a fast clock.
It's
Four
Thank
minutes.
God he's
same
not a
clock for
referee.
everybody. Same clock for everybody.
Thank you, and I wasn't joking.
I appreciate that. Yep, thank you.
How you doing? George Ramirez, 500 East Clay. Just wanted to formally congratulate Petrosky and Rabena for running a great race. You guys, my hat goes off to you. It was a great experience, great learning experience. Talking to especially a lot of the residents here, the history that they have, seeing them, a lot of people in this town over 100 years, and talking to a lot of residents about your grandfather.
My grandfather.
Yeah, great
Good man.
guy. They all said he was a great guy. They would pick up school kids from the school, and they all miss him.
We do too.
And just keep that in mind for any decisions that you make within Roselle Park. And that's it. Have a great day.
Anybody else? Okie dokie. I'm seeing no one. May I have a motion to close the public portion?
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.